Hello, I am here today to show you what I have been working on for the last several weeks. As you can see, this is a 2D lighting engine. Something you may not realize is that it is by the pixel. So every pixel it has its own calculations done. If there's anything blocking or anything in between it and the light source, it doesn't add any values for light. You can see that the black areas are those intersections that block the light. For simplicity reasons, I just call them walls. And the reason I'm showing this is because it's been very difficult for most people to figure out some manner of implementing a 2D lighting engine, let alone a by pixel version with still significant frame rates. Most per pixel ones drop the frame rate to 20 to 15 frames per second. Not very fast at all. As you can see, with one light, my frame rate is still at 60, which XNA only allows it to go up to 60, so that's pretty good. I haven't lost any frame rate. You can see that the light is perfectly reactive. It does follow the simple rules that you would expect it to. Now, it is hardware accelerated. I am using the GPU in order to do the calculations for this lighting. However, simply the fact that I'm getting such a good frame rate is the reason that I'm showing this method. And right now, I am going to add in a second light. And as you can see, I've added a second light with only a 2 frames per second drop in my frame rate, and that's pretty impressive. Now I'll add a third light, which will also be moving. It will not be stationary. As you can see, there is now a second moving light going throughout the scene. It is purple. You may not be able to see it very well on the video, but there is a purple light circling the screen, interacting with everything else, and I'm still at a 50 frames per second rate. Now I'll add a fourth light. However, you'll notice that the frame rate drops significantly at this point. And it's because a lot of the process has to be redone at this point. You can see that it's a lot less reactive. A pretty significant chunk of my frame rate has disappeared. The reason being, for the first 3 lights, I was using R, G, and B values separately in order to hold whether there was something in the way of a pixel or not. So I could use R for my first light, G for my second light, and B for my third light. However, when I get a fourth light, I have to extend it further. I have to redo the intersection process with a separate image and use the R value of that image for my fourth light. Thank you. If you would like to get in contact with me, you can do that through YouTube. Subscribe, like. Thank you.